Today's video is sponsored by Engineer Wycliffe Otete, a true patriot and a Kenyan nationalist at heart. Stand by for debrief in 3, 2, 1. President Ruto has a long-standing history of fighting any and all constitutional changes in this country. For instance, here he is fighting the 2010 constitution.
Unabadilisha msimamo yako kama vipengele ile ulikuwa na shida nayo imebadilika. Sasa kama ulipiga kura no 2005, piga kura no 2010. Watu wengine ambao sasa wanaona kwa sababu hii katiba iko na mamlaka makubwa kwa ofisi ya rais, tamaa yao sasa ya kuwa wadosi ndio inawafanya waunge mkono katiba hii wakifikiri ya kwamba ndio watatumia mamlaka hiyo makubwa kufanya maovu. Washindwe, hawawezi kupitisha hii katiba.
Again, here he is fighting BBI.
On the matter of IEBC, let me say on the matter of IEBC, the recommendations that I have read say that political parties participate in the appointment of commissioners to IEBC. My brother Raila Odinga is good at football. So let me try to ask, how fair will be a league where the referee is appointed by teams? And not all the teams, some teams. How fair will this league be? If you persuade me that you will end up with a fair game, fine. That's what I'm saying. So if you tell me it is okay for some players, for some teams, not all the teams participating, to appoint the referee, if that's what we are saying, I have my reservations. And I need to be persuaded, like many other Kenyans, that that is fair.
Now guess what? The same man who opposed all constitutional changes all his life now suddenly wants to change the text that was given to us midstream by Kibaki and Raila. If you ask me, this guy is up to no good. And he just reminds me of this question put across by Mwai Kibaki.
How can you suddenly become very clever? Sudden, umekuwa very clever. Wewe ndio unaweza kila kitu. Wapi? No, please.
Anywho, in this video, I want us to look into what is inspiring Ruto to force a constitutional change at this juncture. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1. The other day, Aden Duale publicized his wet dream of having a parliamentary system. I'm sure you all remember it, and if you don't, here's the tip.
The other one that they could not allow us to do was Raila Odinga and us believed in a parliamentary system of government. But those who had the tyranny of numbers refused us parliamentary system of government. And before I die, I hope one day there will be a parliamentary system of government that will devolve the election in our country from bombers to the constituencies. Like in many others, like in India, like in UK, like in Ethiopia, where elections are won at the constituency level. The party with the highest number of MPs will form the next government. The people who believe in the tyranny of numbers today, if 3 or 2 of the largest communities in Kenya connive, they form a coalition, they will take over the presidency.
Now, the implementation of this parliamentary system will allow Ruto to reset his term limits and stay in power for the next 40 years if God gives him a long life. Does any one of us want that? No. The current constitution says the power is with the people. The one they're trying to bring changes that so that the power is no longer with the people, it's now with those in office. Winning an election will be cheap. All you need is 3 billion or 2. Enda bunge, lipa Ichungwa, lipa Silvana Sosoro, lipa Junet Mohamed, kila mbunge atoke hapo na 40-50 million thereabout, and you've won the elections. We don't want our MPs to vote on our behalf. Tumegundua wako na tabia mbovu sana. We elect you tukijua wewe ni wa 1 term. Ama hata kuna wengine walipigiwa under the pretext that ni watu wa 2 term and they go and switch allegiance. If you are voted under 2 term, baki kwa 2 term. If you are voted under 1 term, stay on your end. But one thing we are learning about MPs, regardless of which side of the divide they are on, they will always go where the money is, not where our interest is. So we can never give you that power. Hata muote namna gani. Now the second reason why Ruto is pushing for constitutional change is because he wants complete and total control over government. In that, in all his decision making and dealings, the consent and contribution of Kenyans will not be required. These are not even my words. Just listening to the president himself admitting it.
It is important that we engage in this exercise in the context of a new constitution. A new constitution that does not request us to consult the people. No, it is mandatory.
So yeah, if Kasongo gets his way, you won't be consulted ever again. Public participation is going to be a thing of the past, and all decision making will start and end with William Ruto and the Tukunias in parliament. Number 3, another question that you probably have is this: what other changes are being made to the constitution? Now, believe it or not, besides the parliamentary system, the answer that's available currently is that we don't know. As we speak, the so-called scholars of this nation are the ones being allowed to submit their changes of what they'd want to see implemented in the constitution to the relevant bodies. And we know this because Dennis Itumbi has just leaked on his X account that someone like Piolo Lumumba has already submitted his proposal. Just have a look at this tweet, and I quote: "The new constitution. Some of the Gen Z's demands were cutting elective seats, reducing counties, and restructuring government. That cannot happen without constitutional change. Now President Ruto has hinted at a new constitution. That's not the real debate. The real question is, what should we add, remove, or restructure from the 2010 constitution? Question mark. Experts like PLO Lumumba have already offered ideas. To me, the goal is to get leaner, more accountable, and transformative. The new constitution, I agree. Agree to what? What are the changes? You cannot agree when you're at the juncture of receiving ideas. And in any case, we're not going to tolerate those ideas. Tunajua ni serikali gani tunaweza trust wafanye constitutional change na ni gani hatuwezi ruhusu. They will lie to you that they're going to reduce counties, they're going to reduce constituencies, women rep inaenda kutolewa, youth leaders inaenda kutolewa. That might just happen. You never know. But we expect a poison pill, a red pill hidden well deep inside that constitution. Mambo ya parliamentary system, mambo ya term limit ya rais kutoka 5 years to 7 years, mambo ya prime minister, and all this other garbage is what they're actually looking to do. You know, it's us versus them. They will give you part of what they want so that they can also ram through part of what they want. And what they want is more detrimental than what we want. Sisi tunataka mambo mazuri kwa hii nchi, au wanataka kujitajirisha. We are not going to tolerate any referendum, any constitutional change by this group. Hii ende nyumbani, hiyo ingine tutadiscuss if need be. But anyway, that's just my take on the matter, guys. Let's head on over to X to see what other Kenyans of goodwill have to say about this. And I quote: Chris Mungoma said he can go to Congo, Brazzaville, Zimbabwe, or Khartoum. In Kenya, we kick imbeciles. Wakangoya said, just the way you rejected the BBI, which was for 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, is the way we are waiting for that referendum. We reject it like yesterday. Engineer Moses Paul said, Kasongo is a dead wood. Nothing that involves people voting can go through for him. He is one term and he's going to look after his chicken in Sugoi. In any case, he opposed BBI, now he's suddenly clever. The courts will also slam the doors shut for him. He better stop early. Joseph Karuga said, Ruto and his minions must go. There is no other way around it. Let him try this nonsense and he will see just how tired Kenyans are. And finally, Clip Springer said, the constitution can never be changed. Work your plans to fit within it or abandon your plans. If anything, the constitution should only be amended to remove unnecessary offices such as youth rep, women rep, etc. Don't even give them a chance, Mr. Kipslinger. You allow them to amend mambo ya women rep and whatnot, and that is the loophole they'll need to ram in mambo ya parliamentary system. Wacha ikae vile iko, waende nyumbani ndo tutadiscuss. But anyway, that's just my take on the matter, guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. Another traffic jam? Another cyber queue? Heck, another surprise cost at checkout? Nah. CTP Print Online ends all of that.
Wow!
All you have to do is upload your document, see the exact price instantly, and pay via MPESA in under a minute. They've got live order tracking from printer delivery straight to your desk in Nairobi or anywhere nationwide. No queues, no surprises, just perfect prints. Upload now at print.ctpkenya.com. Enhance your credit management skills at the Kenya School of Credit Management. They offer a 4-month online course where you get to learn credit analysis and relationship management, a highly sought after skill in our current leading market. To get started, call 0727 499 561 or 0722 712 669 or visit www.creditschoolmanagement.net. Register now ahead of next month's cohort. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.